Hello and welcome back to Food Entertainment for my next review. This time we will be talking about two things. We're talking about this box set, which is the Nightmare on Elm Street collection. Let's get into that first. I will first say this, Time Warner, take note from all the other horror film franchises. This box set is nonsense. Make a really good box set. This is just a dishy book. Let's take a look inside. Nightmare 1 by itself. There's another reason why I don't like this box set. Nightmare 2 and 3 are on one disc. 4 and 5 are on one disc. And Freddy's Dead Final Nightmare and New Nightmare are on this disc. And they have a retrospective DVD. If I were to make a Nightmare on Elm Street box set, considering the fact that Freddy Krueger is the fan favorite boogeyman of all time, I would have made it the best freaking bloody box set of any franchise in the horror film world of movies. In the type of horror fantasy festival of films, I would have made his box set the coolest looking and most elegant and most badass box set. But no, we get this digibook. So no, New Line and Warner Brothers, this is unacceptable. I do like the quality of the movies, but the box set, just fix that. Give us a really good box set. Alright, well, let's talk about Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 1 from 1984. Is this my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movie? No. No, and no. Is it a good movie? Yes. I thought that this right here was one of the best horror films of all time. This is not the best Freddy Krueger movie. You know, a lot of people probably are like, what are you talking about? This movie is. It's not. Alright? There's just so many things about this movie that are inferior to the other films. I know it's the original and you're supposed to respect it as it is. I don't respect Part 1 of franchises because they're Part 1. I will give credit to the story of the movie. The story of this movie is brilliant. The concepts are brilliant. The fact that they're actually inspired by real life things is brilliant, although people don't really know that. It's a brilliant movie. I will definitely say that. I thought that the concepts were good. The cast was amazing. I definitely enjoy Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger, and people don't really know this, but we got very close to not having Robert Englund play Freddy Krueger. They actually had a lot of other actors that they wanted to play him. I'm glad they settled on Robert Englund because he is Freddy Krueger. Henderling Camp, brilliant casted. John Sacken, that was a brilliant cast choice right there to have John Sacken is Lieutenant Thompson. That was a very, very good choice of cast right there. The others didn't do that bad of a job either. I just don't remember their names all that much because they're not that big. But, yeah. Now let's talk about the premise of the movie. A few teenagers are having a shared nightmare. Shared nightmares to where they are dreaming about the same guy. He's trying to hurt him. He's trying to hurt them. All these friends in Stringwood High School are having this. Who kind of band together. They're all having pretty much nightmares of the same threat, which is pretty much this is described by them. A guy who's horribly burned, who wears a dirty hat and has a dirty sweater and has knives on his fingers like giant fingernails. And well, one of them is having a hard time and wants the support of her friends, so they come over to her house, and she falls asleep after having sex with her boyfriend. And Freddy, we find out that Freddy can kill you in your sleep. When you're asleep, he can kill you, and he guts her and skins her against the walls and ceiling of the bedroom. Her boyfriend is at large, believed to be the killer. They catch the boyfriend. He eventually hangs himself, although in reality, Freddy, within his dreamlike state, hung him by his bed sheets. Freddy is stalking and haunting our main character of Nancy Thompson. Nancy Thompson discovers that she has the ability to pull objects out of her dream into reality. And she devises a way to stop Freddy by trying to pull him out of the dream world into Hart's reality so that she can kill him or get help killing him. She tries to aid the help of her boyfriend, who is played by Johnny Depp. In fact, this is actually Johnny Depp's very first movie. He talks about this at IFC once, actually. Well, what was your first job? Oh, I got killed in the bed by Freddy Krueger. How was that? Oh, great experience. But yeah, his very first movie was actually A Nightmare on Elm Street, playing the boyfriend Glenn. A lot of people don't know that. This was actually before 21 Jump Street, believe it or not. But yeah, and obviously I just tell you what happened to her boyfriend. She has to face that off with Freddy Krueger on her own, and she actually booby-traps her house and has a few tricks up her sleeve for Freddy to have to get across to get to her. In the end, she finds out that the way to defeat Freddy is to not be afraid of him, and you take his energy away and he disappears. And there is a very interesting dreamlike sequence where you're left not knowing really what goes on at the end of the movie. That even has a jump scare with Glenn's car turning into sort of Freddy looking like car with the retracting roof looking like Freddy's sweater. Then of course you see Freddy pull Nancy's mom, who is actually already dead in real life, through a door. I didn't mention that because that wasn't all that significant to the main premise of the film. But if you guys are curious about that, Freddy, while being engulfed in flames going up the stairs, goes into Nancy's mother's bedroom and engulfs her in flames and kills her. But that little tidbit was not really a big part of the premise of the movie. And let's face it, all of us have seen this movie. But I did talk about the main premise, the most important stuff of the movie. So you got what you need to know about the film. I'll do better next time if you forget that was an issue. I don't think it was. Shouldn't be. Now let's go into audio and video. After watching this movie, I have to say, I actually do not know if John Carpenter's Halloween, the 35th anniversary, is the very best experience for these old classic franchises, or if A Nightmare on Elm Street is. I don't know. I think it's a toss-up between the two, because the picture in A Nightmare on Elm Street is very nostalgic, but what is really cool about it is it has a very, very good detailed high-definition picture to it. It makes very perfect use of low, darker atmospheres and higher contrasted atmospheres while neutral ground with them, and it does it really well while still looking very much like a modern movie. Very, very good picture quality on this movie. The audio. This one has a 7.1 DTS HD master audio track, and it is intense. It is intense. There's so much dramatic energy and stuff used in this sound source that it's almost like a movie in its own right. The audio just is intensified. They did a wonderful job on this audio. Like I said, it's a toss up between this one and John Carpenter's Halloween. I'm not quite sure which one's the best because it's pretty amazing, the audio in this movie. And that's pretty much all there is to say about 1984's A Nightmare on Elm Street. Did you like the movie? Did you not like the movie? Do you like this review? Do you not like this review? As always, subscribe. Check back to me from time to time. Share this video with friends. And I will see you guys next time for my review of Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning.